Today we are going to speak about grammar. Open your books at page 11. Exercise 5. Let's speak about models of speculation and deduction. Read the theory and find the examples in the text. When we are sure it happened, it's deduction. When we are not sure, it's speculation. And we are sure it didn't happen, it's also deduction. For example, you will say that Tom isn't in the library, he must have gone home. I'm sure he must have gone. You see, it's deduction with the modal verb must. Modal verbs might, may, could, have plus past participle are used when we are not sure about some information. It is considered as speculation. For example, you say that Kelly isn't at home. She might have gone to supermarket. I suppose, but I'm not sure. You see, it's speculation. And modal verb can with a perfect infinitive is used when we know that something didn't happen. You can't have seen Berek at work this morning. He's on holiday. Look at the rules. Must have past participle, almost certain that something was true. We use the modal verb must plus perfect infinitive for logical assumption referring to the past.
She must have been in the sun too long to get so sunburnt.
May have plus past participle, possible that something was true. We use the modal verb may plus perfect infinitive for logical assumption referring to the past.
He may have broken his leg while skiing.
Can't have plus past participle, almost certain that something was impossible. We use the modal verb can't with the perfect infinitive for logical assumption referring to the past.
Flying in such bad weather can't have been a very pleasant experience for passengers and crew.
Now let's watch in the text the sentence. Jack and his team must have been amazed because it suggested that DNA lasts a lot longer than originally believed. You see, it refers to a deduction because there is a modal verb must. Exercise 6. Harry looks upset. He may have had some bad news because I'm not sure. In exercise 7, you are to listen to Jack and Amos talking about a lecture on DNA and choose the correct answers for questions.
What did you think of the lecture, Amy?
It was really interesting, Jack, especially the part about gene editing. I was born with asthma and it's no fun, I can tell you. The idea that we'll be able to remove the bad genes responsible for diseases from an unborn baby is a huge advance for medical science. I know that some people disagree with it now, but I think everyone will be doing it in the future.
I know what you mean, but it's not that simple, is it?
What do you mean?
There might be problems. Removing one gene from a cell may affect the other genes. Each of our cells contains a huge amount of information. How do we know that by taking out a bad gene from a cell? The scientists are not also taking out a good one. They have no idea what damage that could cause.
Genetic editing is a major breakthrough, Jack. I'm sure that in the future the scientists won't make mistakes.
You can't be sure about that. Look at Jurassic Park.
What? That's a film. That could never happen.
I know it's a film, but they used gene editing in it to create the dinosaurs. They created something they couldn't control, and it destroyed them. I've read that scientists are trying to revive dinosaurs for real now. That can't be a good idea, can it?
Okay, I get your point. We have to be careful with any new science. We don't know what people will use it for, but that's true of every discovery and invention since the Stone Age.
To be honest, Amy, I can't decide whether altering DNA is a good thing or not. They're also considering using the science to bring back other extinct species. Not ones from millions of years ago, but more recently extinct ones, like the woolly mammoth.
Now that's something I'd love to see. A hairy elephant.
Now exercise 8. You are to say what information in the text did you find the most interesting. Listen to the opinion.
What I found most interesting is that they have found dinosaur DNA. I am also fascinated by the fact that birds are the distant relatives of dinosaurs, and that they can be used to possibly bring dinosaurs back to life in one way or another.
And now you are to write a paragraph describing your opinion about bringing back dinosaurs and other extinct species. Listen to the model and write your opinion in your copybooks.
I don't think it is such a good idea to interfere with nature and natural events in time. I think dinosaurs should remain extinct. I don't think it would be safe for us or for these species to exist out of their time. However, I think that other species that became extinct in an unnatural way due to man's activities, such as hunting or destroying their habitats, should be brought back because they may still play an important role in the ecosystem.